Hello and welcome to the next vlog. This is all about jobs that I needed to do once Lily came out of the water. She's coming out for blacking here at Droitwich Spa Marina, and I've never seen her out of the water before, so it's an ideal time to go through lots of different things and get things all done. So this is what she's coming out on, a tractor with a very odd trailer which just lifts the boats out. Not quite sure how it works, but it should be interesting to see. Yeah, I'm going to be very interested to see how they get this under the boat. There must be some method. So there she is, all over at the service station waiting. And over here, this stage one of the blacking, they pull it out on a trailer and then they attack it with this pressure washer, which gets all the gunk off. To get the boat out, all they did is just push it out slightly and roll the trailer backwards. It was pretty quick. You can see the sides of the boat there, how they're looking a bit sad and neglected. It's getting a bit rusty and knocked in parts, hence the reason to get this done. You get it sort of blacked every 2 or 3 years, but it's really due. And then you can see it sort of grabs it, and then the rear wheels sort of extend out and push it all up, and the boat lifts out. It's quite odd seeing all these bits of the boat I've never seen before. Oh dear, you can see it is looking a bit sad, isn't it? Battered, and lots of things growing on it. The state of the hull, I've been told, is actually pretty good. The existing blacking's pretty thick. There's some bits on there that need to come off, but on the whole it's got quite a good report. This is one job I really need to do. You can see on the bow thruster tube one of the bolts is missing, so it's been flapping about a bit, so I need to get that sorted. Then once all cleaned up, they reverse her into a parking spot where she's going to be for a week. So this is the secret how it all works. I think they put some blocks in the front as well as, and then they lower it down, and then they move it forward slightly, then they raise it, move the blocks around, and lower it again. That's how I understand it. I think that's right. So one of the jobs that I wanted to do while the boat was out of the water was just to go around and sort out as much rust as I can. I had originally intended just to paint around this, but I noticed that the paint was all cracked, and investigating further as ever on narrowboats, you can see the water's got in and it's in a bit of a mess, so need to get this sorted. This is one of the advantages of having the boat over here. You can use all the power tools, not have to worry about annoying your neighbours with dust and with the noise as well. So it's a good time to sort of take advantage of it all and get all those little jobs done. I'm not too worried about the finish on this. It's just going to have rust proof on and then a lick of paint. Not going to bother filling because it's on top of the boat. It doesn't really matter too much. So it's got a lot of rubber sealant on. So I've gone for waterproof overlooks here. You can see some of the other bits and pieces that I've been doing as well. It's just touching up rust bits. Yes, as we walk along the roof, you can see in the gutters some bits of, I suppose, lighter green than and shinier green than the actual roof. And these is just where I patched bits and pieces. It's mainly just to try and stop rust becoming a problem. I'm not too worried about the finish. Just needs to stop the rust sort of taking a hold. There's going to come a time soon where we're going to need to do a serious paint job, but that's not now. And this nice chap is the one who's putting all the anodes on to the boat. I'd lost one on one side and we've added a couple on each side now. And also he's putting a bolt on the bow thruster tube so I can bolt that all up again. Ever such a nice guy, he works for himself. So you can't pull him up with health and safety for the sandals, but no, did a good job. As you have the boat out of the water, your mind goes a bit crazy trying to think of all the things you've got to do that you can't do anywhere else. So one of those things is, over the years, the propeller's got really sort of sharp as it's sort of hit bits of wood and all that sort of stuff. And it can hurt you when you're trying to sort of unravel stuff from it. So I just got the grinder on it and just to flatten that down a little bit, just to make it a little bit more smooth. I don't know if it might also help with propulsion or make things smoother, but who knows, but one of those things. Yeah, that's all nice and smooth. It's the first time I've seen the propeller on the boat, so sort of took details of it, just so that I know that if I need to change anything or whatever, I can do that. And on to the next thing. We don't often get to the left-hand side of the boat when it's moored in the marina, so I've had to go over finding all the little rust spots and attending to those. I've done the other side while it's been at the pontoon, but this side evaded me until now. So I've gone through, sort of ground them down a little bit and then painted them. You can still see the bits where it's been done, but this was much improved. I've got a product called WaterLily. It's like a paint restorer, which I went over the whole boat once I'd finished, and it's not quite so obvious where these marks are. It makes the whole boat shine a little bit more as well. And here we have it. This is the finished result of all the work done. You see the anodes on there. It's all nicely blacked, 3 coats, nicely thickly done. Droitwich are great because they let you have the boat out of the water for a week, so you've got 3-4 days for the blacking to dry, which is brilliant. So lots of people put them in too soon apparently. So they did all the bow thruster tube, and that's all been cleaned out and sorted. New anodes fitted. Several of the anodes are okay on the boat actually, so which is good. And my bow thruster cage all bolted on, so that's not going to get knocked off again, which is nice. Yeah, really pleased with it. It's come up lovely. All ready for me to get back in the water and go and bash it all up again. Just thought I'd give you this view. It's a lovely morning on the day it's due to come back in, but it's just so peaceful. It's really quiet, not a lot going on at all. It's a really good place to work if you do need to do any sort of stuff on your boats. It's just very peaceful, apart from when you get the power tools out. And now the process to get the boat back in the water. This time I'm going to be on the boat as it goes. It's quite odd seeing this thing go past. It's very close. I don't know how they drive that tractor. It's amazing. This is weird. This is so strange. It's an odd feeling, sort of moving along on your boat so high up, and you can feel it. It's sort of bouncy. It's quite stable and gentle, but it is very, very odd, especially when it's lifting up and down. So that's it for this vlog. I've got some more coming up shortly with some extra bits that I did while the boat was out of the water. One is replace the stern packing, which you might find interesting, and the other one is made a fuel filter, so like a fuel polisher, which I fitted in the boat. So that's all to come. So if you can subscribe, like, do all the usual stuff, that would be lovely. Numbers are growing slowly. It's really nice. It's quite incredible the number of people who have subscribed, considering the effort I put into the videos, which is always minimal. So it's very much appreciated. Thank you very much.